Hi Deborah, just getting set up. I'm always a bit of a fitter getting ready. Hi Deborah, just getting set up. I'm always a bit of a fitter getting ready. Hi Deborah, just getting set up. I'm always a bit of a fitter getting ready. Hi Deborah, just getting set up. I'm always a bit of a fitter getting ready. Hi Deborah, just getting set up. Hi Jackie. Hi Randy. So Jackie, you must be in Australia or New Zealand? So Jackie, you must be in Australia or New Zealand? Oh. Hi Vanessa. Oh. Right, taking the noise off there. Right, okay, so I'm just, wait till we get you where you can see what's happening here. This amazing. Hi Audrey, you got me this time. Well, do you know what just happened? I tried to stream with the app that I've been using for the last while and it wouldn't connect. And so I was just playing about with on my iPad and discovered that it was going to let me do a live from my iPad. So I thought, well, if it's going to let me do a live from my iPad, it should be able to let me do it live straight to YouTube from my phone. And it does. But of course, I'm now learning how to get, you know, to set it up. So it gets it's just slightly different. I want to pull that forward a bit then. Hopefully that's me just about there. Right, stop waffling, Janice. I think we've got enough work surface for you to see now. Just okay. So at the beginning of December, I did a video where I used the sprinkles, and I did a green one and a gold embossed holly leaves on it from Brightly Gleaming stamp set at Christmas, if anyone remembers. I will put a link back to that video so that you can see the process of making this paper. Yeah, it's on watercolour paper and I made it in that video. It was an afternoon crafting thing that I did. So I've just come up with a kind of idea and I've done a bit of prep. I was just doing it and then I thought, oh, I could go online and share it. I'm sure somebody might be around and might want to just check in. So, exciting news that I can now record a live straight to YouTube. It's taken them a while to give me the permission to do that because the requirement is just to have 1,000 subscribers, and I've had that for a long time. And I thought I was going to have to get up to the 4,000 watch hours in 12 months, which you need to get monetized out of that. I'm still aiming for that, but here we are, live straight from my phone on YouTube. But if you just bear with me, I'm going to put some power in because my phone's only got about half. I don't know if that'll stay out of the way. Right, kind of, we might have a shadow of a cable over, but so I was looking at this, I was tidying up a wee bit. I was forced to tidy up a bit today because I lost my baby bumblebee stamp. I had this little idea for a wee card I wanted to try. I've managed to smudge it, but I was doing this with the little wee baby bumblebee and the sentiment. So I wanted to do that. Hello, Nell. I'm not sure if I've met you before. Welcome in. So who have we got? We've got Deborah, Randy, Vanessa, Audrey and Nell just now. So I think there are more people watching, so if you're watching, you've not said hello to everybody yet, just type in a wee hello to the other people that are watching. Hi Tina. Just let everybody know you're here, and you can, you know, you don't always have to chat to me, but you can chat to each other as well while I'm crafting away here. I have managed to smudge it, this one, so I'm going to leave that for another day, but I thought that was a nice simple card. Hi Karen. I should be going to bed as well. I did find my baby bumblebee to do this. I had this in my head all afternoon. I had kind of got the idea when I was on holiday. I bought myself, I always like to do things to save the bees because we need bees for propagation, etc. But I also like beeswax products as well. I know that's controversial, but I like them. So I bought some hand cream and a lip salve and what have you while I was in this shop. So it was the logo on their bag that I rather liked. Are you singing again? Baby Bumblebee. These, well, they're not, they're like Brussels, but they're sprinkles, Audrey. Hi, Steph. Didn't see you popping in there. Oh, thanks for coming in and chat, Nell. It's really nice to meet the people, well, sort of meet the people who do watch me and have supported me for a long time. I appreciate that. Right, so this kind of gave me the idea, and I moved on and kind of did that card, and then I managed to smudge it. I'll do it again. It might be a nice simple class card, although it's not simple to get the rest of the circle lined up. I'm kind of thinking about that, but it's just a wee idea. Some of you might be able to actually run with that idea and perfect it, you know, where I can't. But anyway, that was what was happening. It was in my head. I want to do that. Went to do it. Couldn't find my bumblebee stamp. Long story short, it took me just short of 2 hours to find it. But I did find it. Of course, I've left it now on the desk. I've not cleaned it yet. It serves me right because I don't clean up between projects. But anyway, I found it. And I made that card. I'm not that totally happy with it, but I did it. It's out of my system now. And Baby Bumblebee's at the back of my desk on a block, so it will get cleaned and put away. So then I've got this idea. I was looking at this, what can I do with it? And I thought, well, we could punch some flowers out of it. So I've come up with this wee idea here. I've run a piece of Whisper White through the Big Shot with the tufted 3D embossing folder, and it's in the annual catalogue. Some people kind of miss this, but I think it's rather nice. And I've seen quite a few different projects done with it. Where is it? Yeah, the page 198 and 199. We've got quite a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 threes are 18, 19, 20 folders to play with from the annual catalogue, but then there's more in the spring summer as well, so you've got loads there to play with. But this one here, it's really fun, so that we're using that. I've just run it through, and then I was thinking about putting flowers in. So I punched out a load with the small bloom punch. Oh, okay. And I was looking to see, you know, how could we put them on here. So they're too big to be in one diamond, but if you look, if I stick it to the middle, we've got bigger diamonds. Okay, so what I'm going to do is shape these flowers and stick them on in the diamonds. Just randomly. I've just cut out loads. I won't need them all, but I'm going to show you how I'm going to shape them. And then I'll cut a layer from the big sheet to back it with onto a white base card. Does that sound like a wee bit of fun? Not too, it's supposedly not a messy one now, because that was left under an encyclopedia to flatten once it was dry, and I just left it there. So I only came across it a week or two ago and put it into my scrap box. So just was tidying up and putting more things in that, and I thought, oh, I promised the ladies I would come back and do something with this once it's dry. So 2 months later, here we are, and I'm blethering again, but never mind. Stack of wax limited. Okay, I will have a wee look at that. Steph. Right, so we'll need my foam mat. I had it ready. And then I thought I wasn't going to be able to. Now, I tend to use this old pricking tool, but Stampin' Up! Don't do this one anymore, but if you've got any kind of tool that's got a kind of rounded, not sharp pointed base, is quite handy. Or if you've got a ball tool, I think with a bigger ball than this one, and a good foam mat. And I'll tell you where I got this foam mat from when I bought my box. Where is it? My case. And I bought this case. Hi Ruth. When I bought this case to keep my blocks in, this is the foam shape that came out of there. There's foam shapes for all of them. Daftly, I've thrown the rest out, but I've still got this one, so it's really handy for this type of project. This is just a quick way to shape flowers very quick. So you just take your flower. Now you can do it with the ball tool. The only thing I find with this smaller ball tool when I'm doing it on something that I've used the sprinkles, it seems to make it awful shiny, and I didn't really want it to be shiny, so I'm going back to using this. Now obviously you could do this with a colour theme. I'm just doing them randomly from that sheet, so I've just got, I don't know how many I need anymore, I've lost track, and I'm just looking for colourful ones. So just take a few, throw them up on there. It's quite quick. All the lovely colours that with the sprinkles, you don't always know what you're going to get. Does anybody know where my glue dots are? Do you know where your glue dots are? I bought 2 extra packs so I wouldn't have to go through this every time. And once I've stuck them on, I'll probably we'll put a gem in the middle of each one, do you think? It's just a simple card, really. But I love this small blooms punch, it's such fun. How's the weather, folks, especially people in the UK? Yeah, pen does work just as well, Steph. You just have to make sure it's got a smooth. You can just take something and just go like that, just into the foam, but I prefer to just break the fibres down a wee bit, and then it's more likely to kind of stay shaped. Right, we've got a few more. Probably don't need all of these, but then I can just, and I'm going to be quite random. So where is, let's get a box of glue dots. I had some out earlier. Where's my snips? So what's the weather like in your part of the world? I still can't see the glue dots that should be on my desk, but we'll just use these. So where's my quilted bit? The foam out of the way. Now you can see I did and sort of visualise the diamonds that I'm going to use. So this one is almost in the middle, so if I stick one on that one, I can be guided. So I just offer my flower to the glue dot roll and then just pop it on there. It's a good way. You could do this with scrap designer series paper. Hi Sharon, Jackie. Yeah, I don't know what it's going to be tomorrow. I thought the worst was supposed to be overnight or late evening in Scotland, but we'll just have to see what we get. Excuse me, my chair's running halfway across the room here. Alright, quite easy, quite relaxing for a late night craft. I said I was going to do it random, but I'm not. That's not happening. Random's not happening. I don't think. Sort of random, but not. Oh, we've got one left there. Let's get a shot of that. Yeah, I'll try my best to be random, but it's not. Maybe should have stuck this on the card first, but it's when you do the first one that you kind of think about these things. Yeah, well, it is because it's. But if you see what I've done, I've kind of got purple in there and pinks and scattered ones there. You need to be a wee bit good at geometry to work this out. Trying to see, well, no, just use what you've got, Janice, come on. Right, so I've just got like a wee bed of flowers here. So then I thought, what I said is I would cut the layer out from here, and I need a white card blank, I think. And I had one earlier when I was setting up, and I don't have one now. Okay, I'll just get a bit and I'll cut it while we're cutting it. Right, come out, trimmer. I'll cut a card. Hi Mary, I love to journal. I wasn't meaning to do that, I was meaning to score that up the middle. Obviously it's late. We'll just have to have a tent-fold one then. Or it can go the other way. Right, Janice, get the cutting blade out the way, will you? Right, so I don't know if that's going to go. Could be that way. I think I'll have to be up and down because for me that space is bigger than that space. It's really quite simple but really quite pretty. Yeah, I like purple too, so let's see, where are we going to cut this? Let's take that bit, straighten this bit here. There's something quite pretty about that. Shall I keep that in my scraps, Ruth? Do you think I should keep this in my scraps? Will I chuck it? I kind of wondered about that. I was thinking about that, Jessica. It kind of looks like a wee stencil, doesn't it? Yeah, it would get scrumpled. You're right. Right, anyway, there is a nice straight edge to cut. And we need it to be 10.1 that way. That aside for something else, and we need it to be 14.4. Yeah, I might try it just soon. Right, so there's our border to pull all the colours together. I know the white's quite stark, but I think I just quite like it like that. Right, let's see if we can get some wet glue. I'm expecting wet glue to arrive. Yeah, Audrey, I'm a bit of a mixture. I tend to do my cards in centimetres because that's the bit on the trimmer I can see the easiest. But when I do 3D, I do that in inches if I'm going to be using my score tool, because I only have the inches board for that. So yeah, I think I'm thinking of something now. Ruth's right, if it was in the scrap box it will just get torn and it'll catch things. But if I leave it on my desk and do something with it, well, later today, after I've had some sleep. Right, so I think I've reconnected. I think we might be alright. It's probably the weather interfering with my broadband. No, the plug's in. I'm back. It's just the weather. Right, and then just, apart from some gems, a bit of bling in there, I don't really see the need for much else. I just think it's quite pretty. And really it was just about the process of making it. I just think it's the weather. I'll just hurry up and finish and let you all go. The UK people are probably needing to get to bed. I'm going to put purple gems on the lighter coloured ones. And then I'm going to put amber on the rest, I think. I don't know where these ones are from, but they're just... Right, well look, I think the weather has cut us short, but hey, I finished the card mostly. I think I might do a wee bit in the inside later. Oh, Steph! I hope Yeah, I just thought the gems would just finish it off. You could go really and do the ones in the wee quilty tuff bits in the mid, in between if you wanted to, but I think that'll do. I think you can overdo it, but I'm quite pleased with that. It just was a bit of before bedtime crafting to wind down a wee bit, and well, my husband was watching a film. I've no idea what it is, but I kind of lost interest in it. So thanks for sticking with me. Sorry that some of us UK people are getting power cuts and things. I think it's going to get worse before it gets better. So please, everyone, batten down the hatches, keep dry and keep warm. And hopefully by this time tomorrow it'll be dry and over with, and we can get back on with our lives. And those of you, I think even people in Australia, you've had flooding, etc. So just take care, everyone. Good night. Of course, because I'm using... Good night, everybody.